Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. Okay, we've got gold here. That's the daily. The sharp rebound in gold in the last 2.5 days is telling us that this leg is over. Okay, this leg is over, and we are now looking, as far as I'm concerned, we are looking at the B leg. Okay, could I be wrong? And in fact, this could actually signal the beginning of a huge rally. Of course, I could be wrong. And I would suspect that I am misreading something here if it does have the energy to settle above 1850. At that point, I think it will have run too far and will have shown us too much strength to assume that it's going to crumble back all the way down to 1680. That's my thinking. I could be wrong. What I think is going to happen now is it's going to this nice rebound here, this strength will peter out, and we will go sideways, basically become again uneventful market for a while before we drift down for the final C. Okay, with this ABC, which in turn will terminate our E leg. Now, if you have been watching my analysis for a while, you know that I still like the idea here. Is not that I fancy, it just looks like the best bet. Yeah, the best bet that the pattern is handing us. We are seeing here an A, B, C, D, very proportional over a long period of time. So it seems to me just right to assume that we have still a few more legs to finish the E leg. Now, it jumps above this line, it sits here, it begins to look up. I'm obviously going to rush back and have a look. What have I missed here? I must have missed something, because if it sits here, it's quite strong. It will sit over this. Do you see the resistance here? And if it makes it above this level, and especially if it does it in an impulsive manner, that's a strong statement. Yes, I think that's a strong statement. It's certainly a statement that should wake us up to the possibility that it might not be hanging around here for too long. Yeah, it might be going down. So I repeat, that's 1850, but at this point in time, I do not think it's going to do that. Now, here's the 60 minutes. And that's what I assume happened up to now, and I could also be wrong in this interpretation, and I'll tell you what I mean in a sec. Here's the structure 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4 5. Okay, and I think now it began the business of the B. Now there are two options. This is an A, B, C. If so, it's going to start weakening soon. It's going to break back under, let's say, 1785. That happens, you can start factoring this as a strong possibility. Yeah, that's going to be your A, that's going to be your B, and eventually final drifting lower to give us the C. I could be wrong, and it is possible that the B is actually nearing completion and it's around here, or might end slightly higher, with this giving us a 1 2 3 4, 5, and then boom. This will become a possibility. In case I missed the interpretation here, I assumed that the 5-wave run ended here. What about if it ended here? Well, you see, if it ended here, that'll be your A, that'll be your B, and that is your C 5-wave run, A, B, C. And then it could be ready to slump under this level. Okay, so these are the thoughts that I have currently concerning gold. I would say focus on two things very short term. Focus on this. This is 1,785. Watch carefully. If it's weakening and it breaks down, then it's very likely in a positive scenario that it's going to go sideways. In a very negative scenario, it's going to just crash. Okay, so it breaks this level. It's enough of an incentive for you not to go long. Okay, and maybe consider even getting out if you bought here or whatever. I'm going to go to the 5 minutes. Let's see what it's doing here on the 5 minutes. You see, I have treated this as a possible A, B, or 1, 2, and I'm seeing here potential for the third wave might have terminated or might have a bit more work here. I think very short term, you can also look at this one as an important level, but less critical than the one I indicated before, 1,785. Breaking through that could be the first warning. Okay, that comes at 1,794. Breaking that level, seeing the DX strengthening, seeing the Australian dollar weakening against the US dollar, seeing silver also slipping, that could be a scenario where it might have registered the top here and it could be drifting sideways. Now here's the chart of silver. In the case of silver, I am assuming that this is a complete move. We are going now for a B. Okay, that's the daily. Now we could see silver strengthening further. It had quite a nice jump. But again, I don't think it is ready at this point to deliver this. I could be wrong. You know, I'm probably wrong. I missed something if it begins to run above 24. And certainly if it sits above 24, it begins to settle around here. That's too much strength. At that point, we have to start factoring the possibility that this may have registered an important bottom. It did go under this level. It did take the stops. It reversed very sharply. We might have to settle on this. That being an A, that being a B, and that's the complete C, and that could be the end of the second wave, where the first wave ended here. So it could be at that point ready for that big rally. But let's take it one step at a time. It's not going to get there in 2 days. Unlikely. Here we go, and here's the set of subdivisions that I apply here. That's diagonal first, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. Okay, so that's your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 complete. Okay, again, if I miss something and the wave that started here ended either here or here, it is very possible that this is actually a C, meaning a C inside an A, B, C structure, and it could be ready now to reverse and break. Okay, concerning silver, as you can see, it is already showing signs of weakening, but I would suggest look at this level as an important level. That's the 15-minute scale. That's 2210. 2210. It could have further extension. If this is your 1, 2, that could be your 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just a pop. Okay, and then we'll see how it behaves. If it breaks 2210, the longer it stays under 2210, 22, this is a sign that it wants to go down. Might not break this floor immediately, might go sideways, yes, for a while, but I would focus on this zone as an important zone. If it's very strong, and we are dealing with a CS rally that has just begun, it's not going to stay here for long. It might dip for an hour or two, and it is going to swing back up. Yes, don't forget that it's being in correction now for many months, and it lost a lot of its value. It was above 30 here, and it reached almost to well, it went to under 21.40 right here. That's a big chunk of its value. Okay, so that's my thoughts currently concerning silver. That you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you're not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year, but you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very, very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it, you'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me. And wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.